Okay, group SG3. Okay, now I'm going to go through mathematics test 3 on chapter 4. Okay, so you can follow me and try to do the corrections. Okay, I have marked your paper and you shall receive by now. Okay, we look at question number 1. Okay, simplify the following algebraic expressions. Okay, so for A, we know that we have two terms. The first term is 7A and the second term is negative 4A. Okay, since we have the same term, the like terms, okay, A and A, we can actually simplify them. Alright, so you just need to take your calculator and you press 7 minus 4. So your answer for A would be 3A. For question number B, the first term is 2A, second term is 3B, third term is negative A, the fourth term is 8A, and the last term, the fifth term is negative 2B. Okay, so you notice that we have two different terms. Okay, one is A, the other one is B. So what you can do is, you can use a highlighter. You highlight all the A's in yellow. And you can highlight all the B in orange. Okay, so we know that 2 minus A plus 8A. Alright, you can simply just use a calculator. Okay, let me change the mode to normal. So we have 2 minus 1 plus 8. Okay, you have 9. So you have 9A. And the one in orange, 3 minus 2, you get 1. Okay, so you have plus B. This is your answer for 1B. Okay, and for C, okay, C is a bit different. Okay, if you notice, we have 4 terms here. The first term is AB, second term, negative 3BC, third one is 2BA, and the last term is 7CB. Okay, commutative law of multiplications. A times B is actually the same as B times A. Okay, so I can say that 5A and plus 2BA, they belongs to the same term. Okay, so negative 3BC and plus 7CB is actually the same. Okay, what does commutative law of multiplication means? Okay, I give you an example. Okay, 2 multiplied by 3. 2 times 3 is actually the same as 3 times 2. Okay, let's check. You look at the left hand side. 2 times 3 will give me a 6. And the right hand side, 3 times 2 will also give me a 6. So since the left hand side is equals to right hand side, so I can simply say that A times B is actually the same as B times A. Okay, this is called the commutative law of multiplications. Okay, so we look at our question 1C. 5AB plus 2BA. 5 plus 2 will give me 7. So I have 7AB. And the next one is negative 3 plus 7. So you can press your calculator. Negative 3 plus 7. So you get a 4. So plus 4BC. Okay, so this is the answer for question number 1. Okay, next, we are going to question number 2. Given the algebraic expression 2x squared minus 3x plus 4xy minus 5. Okay, so we look at this algebraic expression, we notice that they have 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms, and 4 terms. So we are going to write down the constant term. Okay, so the first one is not a constant because we have a variable here. The second one is also not a constant because we also have a variable. The third term is not a constant because we also have another variable called the xy. So the last term, they don't have any variable. Okay, don't forget your negative sign. Okay, so for question number A, the constant term is -5. For question B, 2B, I want to find the coefficient of x. So we look at the four terms that we have. Okay, so -3x here, we are going to zoom in. And you notice that the number in front of the x is -3. So the coefficient of x for this is -3. And the last one is not difficult for many of you. The number of terms. So just now we have mentioned, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Total we have 4 terms. Okay, so that is for question number 2. Okay, now let's look at question number 3. Simplify the following algebraic expression. Simplify, that means we need to expand, and then after that we need to group the like terms. Okay, so for A, all right, let me copy down the question first. Okay, we are going to apply the distributive law. Okay, so in class we learned that you can actually draw the arrow first, and we know that 3 times x will give me 3x. 3 times -2 will give me -6 plus 10. Okay, when I mark your paper, many of you stop here, okay, which is incomplete. Okay, so you notice that we have 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms. We need to simplify these 2 because they are the like terms. Okay, so your answer will be 3x plus 4. -6 plus 10 will give me a 4. Okay, let's look at question number B. Same thing, I'm going to copy down my questions. I'm going to apply my distributive law again. Alright, 5 times w, we have 5w. 5 times 1, we have 5. 3 times 4, we have 12. 3 times -2, we have -6w. Okay, so after you expand, you still need to simplify. Same thing, we have 4 terms. I'm going to highlight the like terms. Okay, so using your calculator, 5 minus 6 will give me a -1. So I don't have to write 1. Okay, if you want to write 1 here, is perfectly fine, but we don't have to write 1. 5 plus 12 equals to 17. Alright, so that is our answer for B. Okay, let's move on to C. 3 bracket 4x minus y minus 2, 3x minus 6y. Okay, I have mentioned this many times in class. When you have a minus sign, we have to be careful. Okay, when we have a negative sign, we have to be very careful. Okay, so applying distributive law. Okay, 3, this is a positive sign, so it's okay. You can just simply expand out. 3 times 4 give me 12x. 3 times -y, we have -3y. Take note, we have a negative sign here. So the sign inside must change. Okay, so we are going to open out the brackets. This one is a positive, so we need to change this to a negative. So 2 times 3, I have 6x. This is a negative, so we need to change to a positive. 2 times 6 will give me 12y. Okay, so same thing. We are going to group the like terms. 12x and -6x is the same. -3y and 12y, same term. So 12x minus 6x, we have 6x. -3y plus 12y, we have 9y. Okay, so you have 6x plus 9y. Okay, next we go to the second paper. Alright, this is word problem, And for word problem, remember Paulia's 4-step model. Okay, we need to understand the questions. Okay, let me zoom out a bit. Okay, I read the questions. Ahmad is P years old. Okay, so this question says that there's this person called Ahmad. Alright, he is actually P years old. Alright, so we understand the first part of the question. He has a sister who is 7 years younger than him. Okay, so I'm going to have another drawing. This is Ahmad's sister. Ahmad's sister is 7 years younger. Okay, what do I mean by 7 years younger? Meaning that you take Ahmad's age, you minus away 7. Okay, so this is the sister's age. Because 7 years younger, so we minus 7. If the sister is 5 years younger, we minus 5. Okay, so we have another person called the father. Okay, so this is Ahmad's father. The father is twice. Twice means 2 times. As old as him. As old as Ahmad. So if Ahmad is P, the father will be 2 times of Ahmad's age. So we have 2P. Okay, so this is Ahmad's father's age. Okay, so we are going to write down an expression for the term of P for all these A, B, and C. Okay, answer A. We want to find the sister's age. So just now when we understand the questions, we have the sister age. So A, your answer is P minus 7. Part B, we want to find the father's age. So here we can find the father's age. The father is 2P. And part C, they are looking for the sum. The sum means we have to add up all the Ahmad's, the sister, and the father age. Okay, so Ahmad is P. The sister is P minus 7. And the father is 2P. Okay, so in class, we learned that we remove the bracket first. The very first step is to remove the bracket first. Then after that, we are going to group the like terms. So this is a P. There's a P here. And there's a plus 2P. So total we have P plus 2P. We have 4P minus 7. Okay, so this is the answer for the sum of the family's age. Ahmad, his sister, and his father. Okay, now we move on to the last questions. Number 5. In the mid-year examinations, Kate scored 3x marks for math. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to write down math 3x marks. 2x minus 1 marks for the English. Okay, so the English, we have 2x minus 1 marks. And for the science, Kate scored 5x plus 2 marks. Okay, when we are doing word problems, okay, very important, we need to follow the Paulia's 4-step model. First of all is to understand the questions. Okay, so when you are rewriting any pictures or any diagrams or any table, okay, you need to understand what you have drawn. Like for example, even if I don't look at the questions, I know that there's this person called Kate. She scored 3x for her math, 2x minus 1 marks for her English, and 5x plus 2 marks for her science. Okay, once you understand the questions, it will be quite easy for us to answer the question. A. We want to find the total marks in terms of x of all the 3 subjects. So there are 3 subjects here. I'm going to find the total marks, so we need to add them. So 3x for the math, 2x minus 1 for the English, and 5x plus 2 for the science. Okay, so we have the math, we have the English, and we have the science mark. Okay, same thing. First step, we need to remove the bracket. Okay, so this is a plus, the sign will remain. This is a plus, So the sign will remain. Okay, once you have removed the bracket, you will have to group all the like terms. -1 and +2 is a constant term, so they are the like terms. 3 plus 2, we have 5. 5 plus 5, we have 10. So we have 10x. -1 plus 2 will give me +1. So this is the total marks for all the 3 subjects. Okay, now, okay, there's an error here. This should be part B. So for part B, if x equals to 10, find the total marks K-score for all the 3 subjects. Okay, so we know that the 3 subject K-score 10x plus 1. Okay, according to part A answer. Okay, now my x becomes 10. Okay, so if you want to see clearer, what you can do is you can highlight x equals to 10 and you can highlight your x. Okay, I'm going to substitute in instead of a x. Okay, now I put a bracket. I put a bracket. Okay, and I have something here which is yellow in color. Okay, so I'm going to substitute my x equals to 10 into my bracket here. Alright, so we can simply just use a calculator. We key in 10, open bracket, 10, close bracket, plus 1, and you press equal. Alright, you can see that the calculator gives the answer of 101. So you just write down the score, 101. Alright, so this is how we answer question number 5. So please look at your work and do your corrections. So if you have any problem, I will meet you this Friday in Zoom and you can check with me which part of the questions that you still find difficult to understand. Alright, thank you very much.